sure we sold this one. Yo, what's good? So it's Tuesday, which is shipping day. We ship Tuesdays and Fridays. The reason why is because it's just much easier than shipping 5 days a week. I did try that once when we first started, but there was a lot of like stopping and starting, and it was just, we'd take a few hours in the morning where we'd be shipping, and then we have to go shooting, editing, do whatever, and it was kind of breaking the day up too much. So we brought it down to Tuesday and Friday, got some feedback from the customers, and seems to do alright. Like all 5 stars, nobody complains about us shipping twice a week. If people do want us to ship more, next day we'll do that. But all in all, works out good for us, because then on the other days we can just get straight into shooting or being creative and doing what we want. So yeah, so like customers don't mind, because we tell them like when things get shipped, how long it's going to take. We ship Hermes tracked, which normally takes like 2 or 3 days. Obviously they can be a bit long at times, but at least it's tracked, and then we can deal with it and sort it out. There it is. This room didn't used to be like this is like the main stock room. So we used to have actually everything on the floor folded, which was an absolute nightmare, because we'd have like in the categories, it'd be t-shirts, but it'd be like, you know, 3 feet high, and we'd have to go through and then, you know, refold them all again. It's a bit of a nightmare. So we decided to do like this when we got like more stock in, and it's worked so much better. So that's it. Yeah, so that's brilliant. It works so much better. It's easier. We can see everything. Everything's tagged. It's color coded in categories, roughly anyway. So we can kind of just pick out. Say I want like a white sweatshirt. I know it's going to be here. I don't have to like dish them out everywhere. With doing that, it shaved off like half the shipping time. Normally took about, some days, like 2 hours to pick everything in here and the other room and get it all ready. Now it takes like probably like half an hour to an hour tops. About 900 pieces in here all together. So it's quite a lot to like fit in a spare bedroom, which is what it actually should be used as. So yeah, so this is the main room. And we got another side room as well where we keep some stock, as well as the hallway, which is pretty mental, but it works out cool. It's a beauty. And then what we do, we just pick them and we put them all at the front, and it just makes it easier to take it all downstairs. So yeah, like the memory about how long this used to take to pick stuff out when it's folded, it used to be proper messy when we got back in. So this is just an absolute breeze now. It works out really well. So we just look on the app, see what's sold, check it, and then shut it there. And then afterwards we take it downstairs, get it all prepped in the bags, and all ready. When I come up here, I always forget like how many bangers are up here. It's like nice to see again. But now it's coming into well, it was like sunny the other day actually, so now it's coming into winter. Sorry, fuck's sake. Now it's coming into spring. We're selling less fleeces, less jackets, so we've got to start thinking about that. Start thinking summer stock, which we're getting ready at the moment, like t-shirts, vests, shorts. But then again, it's like grey today, so we're still selling a few, but fleeces and jackets take up so much space, so they're a bit of a nightmare when we don't need to sell as much as we are at the moment. So yeah, next it will be like mainly tees. footy shirt. American jerseys. We'd sell like a lot of ice hockey jerseys through the winter. A couple of American footballers. But as you can see, like all these 2 rails of fleeces here, it takes up quite a lot of space, so we've got to start thinking about that. Shot them somewhere, box them up, I don't know, we'll figure it out. So these are an absolute nightmare to pick out, the check shirts, because they're all very similar, very patterned. Been selling a lot more recently though. We've kind of had them, but like not as a big scale before. But when we've shot them, as you can see, I think that's it. If you shoot that on the floor on a white backdrop, it just looks pretty dead. Like you don't really see how it's going to fit, how it's going to, how you can style it. But we've recently reshot them, like on a better backdrop on body, and we style it with like hoodies or just more open, just something so like the customer can see like how it actually looks rather than it just being on a white backdrop. So since then we've been selling a lot more. We just uploaded a bunch last night and sold like 4 overnight, just with that new backdrop and on body, so it's much better. Yeah, this is the second room. This is just where we put like jackets and yeah, pretty much just jackets and flannels. So we got like the big ones, like the Tommy's, spell outs, polos, the hoodies. Obviously they're gonna sell less now, the big branded jackets, but they're still cool, we'll still have them on. And then we got our track jackets here, like Nike, Adidas, Reebok, Fila, stuff like that, and then the flannels at the front. And the baddest American football team around, the Broncos. Yeah, I know, I knew about that one. And that's everything picked out, which is the fun part. And now we got to print the labels out and get them all ready. And as I said, we ship through My Hermes, which is pretty convenient because we can just print straight from, we get the labels sent straight to us. It's pretty easy to use on the app. So we just go on our sold, click on the item, and then click on the shipping label, and then you scroll down to print. And we have this Epson wireless printer, so it's pretty easy to use. So literally we just press print. Yeah, it's always low in ink. We just ignore that. And then simply just prints out. We tried doing Royal Mail before, but writing out all those labels is just so long. So we decided this is the easiest way, and that's the game here, just make things easy and as streamlined as possible. So what we'll do now is just go through the items sold that we've already picked out and print all the labels out. And as you can see, they just come out like that. QR codes, scan codes there already, and then we just crack on with that. After we've printed the addresses out, next is getting all shipped. So we've got a couple of different bags we use, a couple of different sizes. We've got the large letter bags, we've got larger ones, and then XL for like big bundle shipping. So for our bags we use Kite packaging. They are sustainably sourced, carbon neutral, fully recyclable, and made from sugarcane, which is a very sustainable way to make these bags. We've tried a few different bags, but these work out best. They're durable. We've never had a problem with them splitting or anything like that. We're trying to use different ones before we have. So yeah, they work absolutely fine. Been wanting to get them since day one, but trying to get this like years ago, good quality and a good price is like pretty impossible. So happy we can get them now. So what we do, we chop these addresses up. What I wish Depop could do is do it so they can print on both sides. Obviously we've got the leftover paper, but we use recyclable paper, so it's not as bad. The worst sound in the world. I hope you can mute this. I hear this in my sleep. It's like torture. Once we've done that, we grab the pieces that we've already brought out. Fold them up nicely, so when the customer opens, it looks good. We obviously iron, wash, you know, the standard stuff already, so there's no point ironing it and prepping it if you're just going to throw it in there. This is sick. Liquid blue. What the Grateful Dead t-shirts were made on. So we fold it nicely, shut it straight in. And then we have sweeties for everyone. Strawberries and cream. You know what I mean? Thank you notes. Even though we message them to say thank you, it's just nice to pop that in there. Made from recycled paper, of course. We appreciate everyone buying our shit, so we want to kind of make sure they know that. Sticker as well. Got a couple stickers. We do different ones in different seasons, so we shot one of them in there. Seal them up. Just got that plaggy on there. And then in case Hermes go walkabouts, which happens, we shut that on there as well, so we've got no excuses. And that's the last one for the day. So now we're gonna bag these up. Got to count them first so that they match what we're scanning in at the drop off. So we're gonna bag them up. Yeah, then we'll take them all over. IKEA bags, the best bags going. And that's a wrap for the day. That's shipping done. Now what I've got to do is message all the people on Depop, let them know that it's been shipped, and they're going to get tracking and details emailed to them, and then they can sleep easy.